Hi there, it's Elizabeth Mack with the Tallahassee Democrat. Joining me today for Limelight Live is Mark Hinson.
Howdy.
As you can see, we're downtown here at the beautiful tree, the big Christmas tree, and
the
behind
giant
us
ornaments.
some, yes, ginormous
ornaments right here. So it's like an Oldenburg sculpture down here.
And then also to our left is the Tallahassee on Ice. It's not ice, but it operates a lot like ice with the ice skates on.
It's like a frozen sidewalk is what I compared it to. So it's and people are skating around, and since we're in Florida, they're all falling down.
With short sleeves on. Ice skates and short sleeves, it's the new fashion.
Right, but it's a nice afternoon, and there's actually a lot going on right here in the heart of Clayman Plaza. So this is not too shabby.
So as usual, we bring you some events going on. It is a holiday week. Saturday is Christmas, so happy holidays and Merry Christmas to all of you all. Starting Thursday, there are some events still going on.
Well,
in light of the holiday.
There are a few things going on if you're not sitting around. If you need to get out of the house.
Which a lot of people do. You know, you have family coming in town, and the last thing you want to do is just get high out, get loose off of eggnog.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. There's only so much eggnog you can drink.
There's only so much eggnog and so many cookies that you can eat.
Right.
So if you're looking to get out, starting Thursday, there's a Bad Santa party at the American Legion. That sounds fun.
That sounds fun.
It's music by Grant Peebles and the People's Republic bands, and 2 Foot Level, and the New 76ers. So if you're looking to be naughty,
right. And
there
Grant's he's a very outspoken songwriter. So it's a lot of politics, a lot of opinion on that. So he's an interesting guy, really a Tallahassee original.
So if you're looking to get naughty, take a little step on down to the American Legion. It's located in Lake Ella. You can't miss with the big helicopter.
Right.
Outside.
Look for the helicopter.
Look for the helicopter. Also on Thursday, there's I forgot to mention, that starts at 7:30. Also on Thursday, there's a free Christmas Eve party at Mockingbird Cafe. The Silver Daggers will be performing there, and that's from 8 to 10 p.m. Friday is Christmas Eve.
Friday's Christmas
and
Eve.
Unfortunately, I have to say I couldn't find any events per se.
Well, I think everybody's either in church or at home or somewhere else. So.
But I did take the liberty to look up some Christmas Eve services for you religious out there. I do go to church too, but I don't think I'll be going to church on Christmas Eve. I think I'll stay in and drink some eggnog, and I will have some cookies.
Yes.
But for those looking for a service or two, there is a couple going around. There's a Christ Presbyterian Church is having a service at 5:30 and 7:30. Holy Comforter Episcopal Church is having a service at 7 p.m., but they'll also be having caroling at 10:30.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, you can get service and entertainment all in one.
Right. Well, my church is the movie theater since I review the movies. So there's a lot of new movies opening.
Well, that's good.
There's True Grit, the remake, which is on the cover of Limelight this week. So I saw it. It's very good. They did a really good job. Jeff Bridges is wonderful in it. The young girl who plays Maddie is fantastic in it.
I'm really excited about seeing that.
It's a Coen Brothers movie, and it's rated PG-13, so you can take
You can bring the kids.
You can bring the kids. So it's a little dark, it's a little violent, but it's not as usually
not
as
too
violent.
When you're just like you have to cover up eyes. My parents would take me to movies, and I'd have to
not as foul-mouthed as some of the Coen Brothers movies. So there is that, and then there's other movies. There's the Little Fockers, the Ben Stiller, Robert De Niro movie.
Now, how are you feeling about that? Because I kind of think it may be over with.
It looks like they're picking up a check, if you know what I mean. Yeah, it looks
people are going to go because it says Fockers on it.
I guess so.
And Ben Stiller and
De Niro doing this thing. So
I just kind of feel like
it's played out.
Yeah.
And then Jack Black, he's doing Gulliver's Travel, so a modern
I'm excited about that.
update on that. According to my 11-year-old nephew, Jack Black cannot not be funny. So every movie that Jack Black is in, but that's an 11-year-old saying that. So just keep that in mind.
However, they're honest when they're young.
Yes, absolutely. And then
they may be going somewhere with that.
There's another serious movie called The King's Speech, and this one's getting a lot of Oscar buzz, and it's Colin Firth, and he plays George VI, who took over the throne during right before World War II, and he has a stammer. And Jeffrey Rush helps him get over the stammers.
Actually, I saw that preview last week when I went and saw Black Swan.
It's very, very well done. Now, it does have some choice words in that one. So,
okay.
But other than that, it's a really good history lesson.
And that's coming out on Friday?
And that comes out on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day. That might be something I see on
Day,
Christmas.
And True Grit will open this week. It opens Wednesday.
Okay.
And so does Little Fockers.
Little Fockers opens on Wednesday as well.
So there's a lot of movies, and there's a lot of movies that have been open. We were just talking about Black Swan.
Yeah.
If you hadn't seen that, that's the kind of psychodrama.
It was so intense, and like immediately once I stood up, like I just immediately got on my Twitter and I was like, Black Swan was like intense, but it was amazing.
Yeah, Natalie Portman's very good in it.
And I still question now if what was reality in some
give
parts,
it away. Right. I had
and
the same.
What was like not. It's just. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, you will have a lot to talk about after that movie.
You will have a lot to talk about.
It's a little dark and it's a little more adult, so that one's rated R. But it's a
definitely. There was a 13-year-old girl sitting in front of me.
Oh my God.
Me and my friend were sitting like, I can't believe it, and we were just hopping around in our seats like. She was covering her eyes, and I'm kind of explicit, so I was looking like, I can't believe they're doing that.
It's a ballet movie, but it's not your traditional
One of my
movie.
favorite ballets, though.
Yeah.
I love Swan Lake.
So,
love it. The composition is good. The dancing is great.
She's getting a lot of Oscar buzz off of that. So there's two Oscar buzz with Black Swan and The King's Speech. And,
award-winning.
Who knows True Grit too? Jeff Bridges is really, really, really good.
I'm really excited about King's Speech, though. I saw that preview, and I want to go see it.
It's really well done. I mean, it's what the British do well. So they can do the costume dramas. They're good at that. So.
There are some other things going on also. Something that I don't normally mention. New Leaf hosts wine and beer tastings.
Oh yeah.
They're hosting a special sparkling wine tasting. It's for the holiday season.
Nice.
And they're hosting one at New Leaf at 3:30 to 5 p.m. On Friday.
Okay.
If you don't know where New Leaf is, it's on Appalachian Parkway, but I can't imagine that anyone would not know where it's at.
It's very hard to miss.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they have a good selection of wine there too. They've really beefed up their wine selection.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go out on that Christmas Eve, so you can go.
It is on Christmas Eve. Yeah, you can go get some free bubbly. Take the family, leave the kids at home.
You can't argue with that. So yeah, absolutely. But it's kind of a quiet weekend. So.
Yeah, it is. But then also, I found out last week I was scrounging around. I write You Are Here's every Friday and Sunday. And I was scrounging around looking for something to write about because I was like, oh gosh, there's nothing going on. And I'm like, there's got to be something. And so I'm checking Tallahassee.com, our calendar on the entertainment page. Yeah. And I saw that there was a few exhibits going on. So I called to see if the exhibits were still happening.
Oh, nice.
And they are during the holiday season, except for on Christmas Day. But if you want to catch them on Christmas Eve or the next day or anytime during the holiday season, they are open.
Good.
They have holiday hours. It's from 12 to 4 p.m.
Okay.
It's the Museum of
Florida History.
Yeah, I get all tongue-tied. Museum of Florida History.
Which is right around the corner from here.
Just right around the corner from here.
Right down the street.
In our beautiful downtown. There's the Knott House.
Right.
And the Historic Capitol Museum. They'll also be open during the holiday season. And of course, you can also do Tallahassee on Ice. I think they're going to be open any day but Christmas as well.
So that's right. $6 to skate.
Yep, $6 to skate.
$6 to fall down.
I think it's for an hour. I believe it's for an hour. But it seems really fun. We talked about putting on skates today.
Yeah, notice we're not on skates. So
I just don't want to fall.
I've done that twice.
I went ice skating back when I was 8 years old. I went to visit my dad in Ohio, Cleveland, and it was like on real ice.
Right.
I remember falling several times. I'll never forget the falling. It hurt the most. And then I think the skate was like digging into my ankle, so I had like a real bad scar.
When you're 8 years old, you bounce back a lot faster than you do when you get a little bit older, and the ice gets harder, I think. And it's wet.
It was a nice little wet fall. I think I'd rather fall on something dry.
And it hurts when you land on your bigimus maximus. So
it hurts pretty bad.
Yeah, it does. So be careful. But it's fun. But it is fun. It is fun. So.
I do want to leave you with one last thing. There's a Christmas Day dinner. It's the 9th annual community Christmas dinner at Homewood Suites on Appalachian Parkway. It's from 2 to 5 p.m. That's something to check out if you just want to be out amongst community members. That's something to check out. It's a nice community event to check out.
And remember, always have a designated driver or take a cab if you're having a little too much
this holiday season.
Right. Because
if you need to have a babysitter to watch the kids, if you want to go out and just have some nice romantic time, do that.
So
and And then I believe last week I was speaking to Greg Tish, and he was saying that he thinks that a lot of the cabs do like specials.
The tipsy taxis, yes, exactly.
They do those, and I would say
it's better to take a cab and pay for it than
get that DUI and ruin your whole future.
Slapped with that, you're out a lot of money. And it's not a very smart thing to do.
Yeah. So have safe fun this weekend.
Exactly.
And
have a
Merry
blast.
Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays. And remember, you can always check out any of the events that we've checked out on Tallahassee.com. You can check us out on Facebook. It's facebook.com/LimelightTDO with 2 T's, or also on Twitter. And that's all I've got for you this week. See you next time.
Read my Sunday column.